Okay, yeah, welcome to this video. My name is Dr. Lucky Oyegetuse. I am a healthcare management practitioner, researcher, a planner, and of course, a legal practitioner. So I will be your host as far as this video is concerned, which has to do with the performance management system. I know we have done a lot of training with respect to this very system. And of course, we did the one of 2025. And this video is essentially to give you a refresher memory on how to go about this. And with the little addition we made or innovation, particularly with reference to the EPMS aspect that did directly with the staff assessment. So as by way of refresher, you have all submitted your activities, which are found either in the presidential, which is this. Just be following my cursor. This video may be a little long, but just follow up. Then we have the service-wise. All these are the activity-based pages. Then the operational. The operational, as we know before, is where all departments, as a matter of necessity, must develop their activities by bringing in their key result area, their smart objective, their KPIs, and of course, the initiatives. So once you receive this template for this 2026, first and foremost, as a department or those who have developed their various activities on this template, you first of all go to the presidential and check through it. How do you check through it? All you need to do is to go to this responsible DPA and check whether your name appear under lead, co-lead, or others. So wherever your name appear on this template, whether it is presidential template, service-wide template, or operational template, you must pick it as your activities that you have to contribute to the achievement of the mandate of the hospital. Now, after which you look at the service-wide and check where you appear. So if you do not appear, just leave the sheet, do not tamper with it, go to the operational. Then the operational too, here, there is no way you will not appear in as much as you are a department under the hospital. So all you need to do is to first and foremost go to the core area where you develop your activities. For example, this is ADM, which stands for administration. So they were the one that the admin department were the one that developed this key result area, the smart objective, and the corresponding variables. So when you have picked all your departmental activities that you developed in the operational area or whether service-wide or presidential, all you need to do is to now go through this responsible DPA from beginning to end and see where you may have appeared as co-lead or others. You see this co-lead. You have to check all through to the end. Anywhere you appear, giving an example like admin here is the lead department here, but however, under the co-lead we have the ICT. So which means if ICT is pulling out its activities for the 2026 PMS template, ICT will equally have to pick this very KROA and this objective because ICT has a role to play here in order for the admin department to be able to achieve this very particular KRA. I hope that is understood. So as a way of recapping our mind, we know that presidential carry 38%, then service-wide carry 37%, and of course the operational carry 25%, which is spread across all the departments. So the next template we'll have is this department KRA and weight. So what you do here is to pick all your KRA, put the corresponding MDA weight. Of course, responsibility, you are the department, and pick the corresponding weight that is attached to your department from either the presidential where your name appear, service-wide or operational template. So when you have populated this, because last year we tried to skip one or two things because we did not start on time. So this year, please ensure that you try to keep to all what is required maximally, that is substantially. Then, of course, when you are done with picking your KRO here and your responsibility and so on, you now come to the contract signing page. So we have brought this as an innovation. Remember last year we equally did this. The thing is that all the members of staff of your department, if you have a department, you have a unit under department, all the members of staff of your department and the units that make up your department, you have to key in their names here, their rank, their file number, their IPPS number, date they were employed, their phone number, that is their contact. Then after which you print out this very page. You take file and you say print. You will see that the names we have, all the names you have imputed will appear. So you print it out physically as a document. Then each and every of that staff will have to sign their column, their corresponding column. So as soon as they sign, automatically they have entered into contract with the head of department. You can read this preamble here. So let me still preview again. You will see at the bottom of this place, we will put it here, though it's not here now. We'll put a provision where you have head of department where you are going to sign. You'll get it in the template that will be sent to you along with this video. So when you are done with that, the next thing is to go to this performance appraisal page. It means that all your staff have now signed their contracts with you. For your information, the medical director has signed a contract with the Honorable Minister of Health to carry out all the activities that are embedded in this our PMS for 2026. So it is your turn for you to sign your contract agreement with your staff. And of course, you know, last year you signed contract agreement with the MD. And this year too, you equally sign contract agreement. But sign with your staff so that they enter into agreement with you to get their work done. So now pay particular attention to this performance appraisal page. This is the EPMS page, which has now replaced APER in the civil service. Though it's on area, they will say APER is still being phased out, but it has been phased out. So all you need to do is to, like we explained, this is not new to staff of this establishment, to the heads of department and their champions and even staff. So all you need to do is to key in the particular of each staff. For example, you have the surname, you have the staff from the staff file number, you put the staff file number there, put the surname of the staff, you put the IPPS number, the first name if he has, the email of the staff, other name if he has, then phone number, you put it there. Of course, you move to your right and you see designation, you put the designation of the staff, and of course, your department. So here, okay, this appears to be a repetition staff file. We don't need staff file here again. So I'll just blot it out. We don't need staff file here again because we already have staff file on the other side here. So now for us to be able to assess staff using this particular performance appraisal page, we have brought in some innovation. Like I said, it's not new to any of you. You have already used this for 2025. The first thing, you have to go to your key result area. In the first place, you check through the service wide. Please, sorry, you can start from the presidential to see where you appear. You go to service wide, then you go to operational. But for the purpose of this video, I will use operational as an example to get this demonstrated. Now, let me just use admin department as an example for us to demonstrate this or how to fill the performance appraiser page for every staff. So let's go to the operational. I'll come here. I'll first of all take the key result area. Remember, you are assigning duties to your staff. You have to key the key result area. This is not new, it's just a refresher video here. Because of the innovation we have done, you will get to know about that later. You just highlight and copy it. Then you move to your quarterly performance appraiser. That is after you have put the name of the person. You put this one number 1, put the key result area here. Okay, let me just put a name. Let's say we are dealing with, let's say Mr. Jackson. Let's say Jackson, that is the name of the staff. Jackson, smart, Gabriel. So now the IPPS number, for example, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6, as the case may be. Let's say the email is smart at gmail.com. Then the phone number is 0803444444, whichever. So now let's say the staff name, the staff number is 1000. Their designation is, let's say, admin officer 2. Department, of course, will now be administration. So who is the supervising officer? Let's say supervising officer is Emmanuel Jane. Assuming there is no other name. The IPPIS number 2211224 or 33, whichever. Email number, you put it there. Let us not waste time. Then the countersigning officer, put the corresponding information. Now we have picked the KROA, which is this number 1, training for service delivery in this operational plan. Then what is the corresponding weight is 0.06. Can just go there and type it in. 0.06%. So the percent will just appear. Then what is the corresponding objective? You go back to the operational. This is the objective corresponding to it. Remember, this KROA has more than one objective, one smart objective. So I'll pick the first one first. I'll go back and paste it. Then what is the weight corresponding to the objective? I'll come here, which is 0.35. It's better to just type it in, 0.35%. So as soon as I enter, you can see what happened here. This graded weight, it automatically changes. Let me delete it. You see what is there. So by the time you type it in, by the time you type it in, it will automatically change, it will convert. So let me say something here. You see all the color area in this template. Please do not delete anything there. Be very sensitive. Don't delete anything, because if you delete anything, to distort the entire template, you have disrupted the formula. Then the corresponding KPI, I'll go and pick it, which is this number of. It's better to click on it, then you copy it, highlight it at the top and copy it. That is, I'll take it to the corresponding area here, KPI and paste, which is a number of senior and middle level staff trained in 2026. Let's say number of. So what was the target that was set? I'll come here. The target was to train 150 staff. So I'll just go here and put 150. 150. So now I've not started doing assessment. Then the unit of measurement, of course, will be number. Since I say number of, I'll just put this hash sign there to represent number. So I'll go back. This key result area has a second objective. What is the objective? Let us check. The objective is achieve digital literacy for 20 administrative officers by November 2026. Please, all these are not for fun. Make sure that you carry out what you have stated that you want to do. Then I'll paste it here. That is the objective. You see, this 0.06 is speaking to this training for service, which is key result area. So I'm not going to put any weight here again. So what is the corresponding weight to this objective? Sorry, I will now go back and check. It's 0.20. I'll come back here and put it 0.20. So what this column again, you will see it will change. See, it has changed. Then what is the KPI corresponding to it? I'll come back. The KPI is this, which is number of administrative officer digitally literate by November 2026. I'll come in here and then I'll paste it. So what is the target? The target is 20. You can see it here, 20. Then I'll go back again and put the 20. Of course, unit of measurement now is equally number. I'll put number there. So let me check if this KROA still have another objective. If it does not, I'll pick another KROA for this staff. So now, as I can see, it doesn't have any other objective. So the next thing is for me to pick the next KROA for this staff. So let me pick staff welfare. I'll come here, I'll copy it as usual. Then I will now call it number 2. I'll now come here and put it as number 2. Then I'll paste it. So you see, I didn't paste it here because this one belongs to this. So what is the weight corresponding to this staff welfare? I'll go back and check. Staff welfare is 0.06. I'll come back here. I'll put 0.06. I think that is what it is. Then I'll pick the objective. I'll go back and pick the corresponding objective, which is ensure welfare needs of 2026. I'll come back here and I'll paste it. Here it's like you are just laying foundation. You are now assigning the duties or responsibility to the particular staff that you are dealing with. So what is the weight corresponding to the objective is 0.055. I'll come back here and take it 0.055. Then check this, look at this again. Don't click anything on it. Just enter. You see, it has converted something to it. Then here, I'll come again and pick the operational plan, which is the KPI, which is a percentage of staff successfully served. I'll come here, the normal way we copy. I'll copy it here, and I'll come here and paste. So what is the target? Let's look at it. What is the target? The target is 70%. You can see it here, 70%. Then I'll come here and put 70. Then I cannot add percent. So the unit of measurement, of course, is percentage. I'll just put percentage. Now, let me assume that for the purpose of this video, I've assigned this to this particular staff. Another thing is that you can group your staff because there are some staff that do similar duties. So you don't need to start picking like that. Once you have grouped them and you have picked all the corresponding KROA objective and so on, all you just need to do is to copy. When we are done, I'll show you how to copy. Is to duplicate this sheet and change the details, this particular details to the other staff. Now, this is the area of innovation, this area of scoring. This area of scoring. So here you cannot use this template, this singular template for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. So if you see this now, this very one you are saying, let me increase it a little. If you take a look at these are the criteria value. So O stand for outstanding, E excellent, VG very good, G good, F fair, P poor. So if you are classifying somebody under O, which is outstanding, you are saying you want to score the person between 91 to 100%. And if it is quarter 1, you put it, you see Q1, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. If you are scoring this person on this objective in quarter 1, I want to score the person between 91 to 100. Make sure that you put the score under Q1. It should not be under Q2 or under Q3 or under Q4. It must be under Q1. So now I want to score this person between 95 to 100. I'm scoring him 95%. Between 91 to 100, I'm scoring 95%. In quarter 1, I'll put 95 here. I'll just enter. So you see, the moment I enter, it has entered quarter 1 here under raw score. And it has also converted it to weighted score under quarter 1. So now, the second objective, which is this objective, I want to score this staff now. To what extent has he performed? Under still quarter one. Let's say now I want to score the staff between 71 to 80 under quarter one. I'll come to other quarter one here, corresponding to this objective. I'll now score 71 to 80. Okay, I want to score this class staff 75%. I'll put 75 under here, which is the quarter one. Then I'll go to the next objective. In this objective, how do I want to score this staff in quarter one? Let's say under quarter one, I want to score this staff between 61 to 70. I will come here under Q1, see Q1 here. Do not put it to Q2 or Q3. I'll come here, Q1. I want to score at 70%. I'll just put 70. So now I've finished scoring this staff based on the number of objectives that I've assigned to this staff. So all I need to do is to scroll up. I have scored 3 objectives and I've occupied 3 cells, which is this 3 rows, which is this row, and this row. That is 3 rows. Remember last year that what we did. I'll now scroll up. Just scroll up. Scroll up. You see here. Okay, where do you have one here? Say please enter number of rows that is in bracket objective you worked on in the gray small cell in front of quarter 1 to 4. This is quarter 1 to 4 here, and this is the gray cell. So I will now change this one to 3. The moment I change it to 3, it has graded this staff 56 over 70. You can see it here, 56 over 70 for that first quarter. Now, I'll go to the next section. Remember the section in which I scored this staff now? Just take a look at it here. Is section 4. So the next thing now, I'm going to section 5, which is competency. I want to score this staff under generic competencies. So the target are predetermined. You don't change this target, they are all here. So, and the total of it is 20, which are here. So all you need to do now is to score the staff. Let's say under strategic thinking, which carry three marks as a target, I want to give it 2. I'll put it under quarter 1. Then effective communication is very effective. Give it 2. The officer should possess good oral and written communication skill. Maybe it's still very good. I'll just give it a 3. Then the officer is to be a team leader. Maybe I score 1. Let me just score arbitrarily 2, 1, 1, 2. So this officer now score 15 over 20. This 15 over 20. Then I will go to the next section, which is operation and processes. Punctuality, the officer get to work at the specified time and days, carry 4 mark. Maybe I will decide to see it's still under quarter 1. I will decide to score the staff 3. Then here I scored the staff 2. Here I scored the staff 2. So this staff has scored 7 over what? 10. Now let us take a look at what has happened in first quarter. So when you look at the chart, you discover that here is called EPMS aggregate score. First quarter now, the person score 15.6. You just registering it there. So this one has been reduced to total EPMS score for the year 3.9 over 20 because just 1 out of 4 quarters. So it is when you have assessed the staff on first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, then fourth quarter, that the actual score for the year will reflect here over 20. So if you take a look at here now, appraiser score, the staff has 78 total over 100, 56, 15, 7, giving you 78 over 100. All these are not new to you because you already know. So now if you are to print out, you just print it out, and here you make a comment. What are the employees' strengths? You just type in the comment, or you want to write with a pen, you can write it with a pen. What are the employees' areas of improvement? You type it here. Then appraiser's comment, appraiser's comment, that is the employee himself, the staff. We now put a comment here, whether he agrees with your assessment of him or her, or he or she disagrees with you. Then the staff will sign, then we put a date. You as the supervisor, you write your comment, you put your signature, put your date. The counter supervisor will write his or her comment, put his signature, and put a date. There are cases where the supervisor can equally be a counter supervisor, depending on the size of the department and the arrangement of the internal controls and management of the department. Now we have scored for quarter one. Now let us go, let's say at the end of the second quarter, we want to score the staff again. So what do? We come here again. Let's say in the second quarter, we are not dealing with quarter two, and I want to score this staff between 81 to 90. I'll come here. Let me just say I scored this staff 85. I'll put it there. Then the second objective, let's say I want to score the staff between, that is 61 to 70. I'll come to quarter two. Second objective, 61 to 70. Maybe I'm just calling the staff 61. Then the third objective, let's say he performed very well here. I want to score him or her, let's say between 81 to 90. I'll come here on that second quarter. You can see second quarter here. I'll trace it down and I'll put, let's say I want to score 85. I'll still or 84. I'll put 84 there. So I have scored this staff for the second quarter. Now you can see raw score quarter two. You have indication here now. The scores have appeared. Weighted score, you have the indication here. So insofar as it still remain 3 rows, these 3 remain here constant. You see it has converted it 54 over what? Over 70. You can see it there. Usually all the activities are expected to remain constant throughout the whole year. Once you have populated it, the previous quarter, once you have populated it, in the present quarter or each current quarter, your business will just be to score the staff. So I'll now move to, I think, section 5. Yes, competencies. On that quarter two, I will score the staff again. Here, maybe I score 2, I score 2, I score 1, I score 2, I score 1, I score 1. I just see, let's say here now I score 2, I score 1, then I score 1. So this staff has scored 13 over 15. The staff has apparently deteriorated. I don't know what happened. So you will see it under second quarter is showing this staff scored 13 over 20. This is 13, the second quarter. You can see the total EPMS score has upgraded to 7.2 over 20. Now let me go and score for third quarter. I'll now come third quarter. This is the third quarter. You can see under the first objective. For the purpose of this, let me just say I want to score between 61 to 70. I'll come to third quarter here. You can see quarter 3. Third quarter, I score 65 or 64, as the case may be. Then, under objective 2, number 2, let me say I want to score this staff 60, between 51 to 60. Then I'll just put quarter 3 because I'm working on quarter 3. Put 60 here. Then let's say objective number 3, I want to score the staff between 71 to 80. I'll come here. First of all, position my cursor, quarter 3 here. 71 to 80. I'm scoring the staff 79. So I've done that. You can equally see under the raw score, we have the score here, the score here, the score here. Then, of course, to take a look at the weighted raw score, it has converted it here too. When you scroll up, you will see 47 over what? 20. This stuff is progressively deteriorating. I don't know how to put that in English. So now I will now go to the competencies again and score. Let's say here I'm scoring 2. I'm just scoring 2 all through. I'll just come here and score 2, 2, 2. Make sure you don't score here because this is empty. 2, 2. Anything that does not have any variable, don't put a score there. 2, 2, 2. So the officer score 18 over 20 in the third quarter. Please, I didn't score this one. Let me just score it 3, 1, 2. That was the second quarter. Then the third quarter, I'm scoring 3, 2, 2. So what did this staff has now? In the third quarter, the staff scored 14.5, giving him an aggregate of 11.2 over 20. Remember, I still remain one quarter for the year. So I'll now go back at the end of the fourth quarter, and I want to assess this staff. Now I'll be dealing with the fourth quarter, which is this Q4, Q4, Q4 within this range. Now, the fourth quarter, let me assume that this staff has actually picked it as a challenge and has decided to upscale. So all I need to do is to come here. I want to score this staff now 98% in the fourth quarter. I'll just come here under this objective 1. Remember, I'm saying objective because it started from here. This objective. No, each objective has to occupy a separate row. So we don't muzzle up objective, have corresponding KPI. So I will now come. I want to score this staff 83 in quarter 4, 93 in quarter 4, or 98. So no 98 fall under 91 to 100. So I'll put it here, quarter 4, 98. So as far as this officer is concerned, I've finished scoring for the year as far as this objective is also concerned. Then objective 2, let me now say, still want to score this staff between 91 to 100. I'll put it under quarter 4, let's say 95%. I'll go to the last objective, which is the third objective, which is this one. Let's say I want to score now between 81 to 90. I'll come to under quarter 4, say quarter 4 here, come to quarter 4. Then I'll put the score I want to score between 81 to 90. Let me say 87. So I've done that. If you check, it has also negated. See, it has filled all the column automatically. Please be very careful not to delete any of this formula. All the color area, don't tamper with the color area. So you're only to put things in the white area. So now let's go and score this stuff under the competencies. Strategic taking in quarter 4, the officer score maybe 3 as a scale. Then quarter 4 2, the second variable, let's say score 2. Let me just be going so that we don't waste time. Score 1, score 1, score 1, score 2, then score 2, score 2, then score 2. So now I will scroll up and for the last section, which is operation and processes, I will scroll up. Let's say score 3, score 1, score 1. So now I have fully assessed this staff for the whole of the year. So you see, in first quarter, the officer score 50.6. Second quarter, the officer score, what did he score? He scored, okay, 40.5. Then the third quarter, he scored 40.5. And the fourth quarter, the officer scored 17.3, giving him at the end of the year a total score of 15.5 over 20. So once this is done, you can now print out for this very officer. So now the next thing I have to teach you is how to duplicate this template. Maybe now you are finished assessing. In fact, where you begin to duplicate the template is when you have put in the details here and you have moved all your KROA, your objective, up to KPI and targets for the group of staff you are assessing based on those variables that I have mentioned. Once you are done, you are satisfied with that, all you need to do is to duplicate that very first template that you have worked on. You duplicate that very first template that you have worked on. So now all you need to do is that once you are duplicating, please, sorry, my phone is disturbing me now, but I'll just go on. Once you are duplicating, you're already sure that you have done what is needful for the number of staff that are doing similar jobs in your department. So now to duplicate, all you need to do is to start from, see this one, put your cursor. When you bring your cursor here, to change to this something like arrow pointing like this. click on it, it will highlight to the end. Then if you know how to use Excel, you don't have any problem. All you don't need to do is to maybe right click and pull your cursor down, pull it down, just pull it down, pull it down, pull it down, then to the end of the last column of the template, after which you bring your cursor to any of the cell here. Let your cursor equally change like this. You see it has changed from this cross to this pointed arrow. After which you right click, then this dialog box will come up. So once it come up, what do? You copy. You see copy here, you copy. You see it will be rigging around it. Then drag it to the edge. Drag it to the edge, then take it up to the end of the template. You see, this is the end of the template, and this is a cell. So I will leave one cell in between. Then, like this 71 now, I will not bring my cursor here. You see the way it has pointed to change from cross to this. I will not click on it like that to show something like this. Then I will right click. I will now right click. Then I will come here and say insert. Insert copy cell. It will insert it. Now it has duplicated. So all I need to do now is to change the details of the staff. We call it demographic details of the staff. I will now change it to the staff that I now want to make this template for, or adapt this template to. So when you have done that, remember that you're supposed to have duplicate for all the staff before you start scoring. Then you now start scoring the way I have taught us previously. Then you save. Make sure you save anytime you are doing your work. Now you know it's discretionary. Then you save. So another thing I have to teach us how to do is how to edit this template. How to edit this very template. So now to edit this template, when you have put all your details, you know there are excess lines. Doesn't mean you have put all your details. You still have plenty of lines like this. All you need to do is to delete the excess line. You come here, bring your cursor to this place like this. Then you take it down. Take it down. Please make sure that when you are deleting, when you are highlighting, make sure that you do not delete this area where you have this cross, 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 cross. You can only delete from where you highlighted to this empty place. Then when you highlighted like this, you come here, push your cursor like this again, you right click and click delete. So it has removed all the columns that are not necessary. You can see it has removed all of them. This will even help you to save your ink and the paper. So the next thing I have to teach now is how you can print. So if you want to print, you go to file, you take print. You see it has appeared here. Let's go forward. Now this printing has taken another person's work into it. So we need to break it. We need to push page break so that another person's work will not go into the other person's work. So let me go back. So now what you need to do is that when you have so deleted, you now come to the end of the template. To the end of the template. Remember I said leave a space in between. You must start from the edge. Put your color at the edge in that space that you left behind between the two template that you copy. You put it here, your cursor. Then you now come to page layout and take page break. Then this thing will appear. You say insert page break. Assuming there is already a page break there, you want to remove it. You place the cursor the way I already explained. In that very area where you have the page break, I say remove page break. Or now I want to insert, I'll now say insert. So let's see now whether it will enter another person's page again. I'll now say file, print. Let's scroll up. You see now, the only pages that have appeared are the pages that belong to this very staff. So that's how you continue to page break and make sure that one template does not overlap into another template. So before I go, I will equally tell you how to create more cells. because I told you how to remove SSS. So let us now take a look on how to create more cells. Assuming I have populated everything, before I will finish the whole cells, all you need to do is to come here, is to come here. Well, this will even confuse you. Don't worry, because I don't think any of you will have a lot of work that will occupy all of these cells. It is even advised that you have to make sure that when you are formulating your key ROAs, that is your key result areas, make sure that you make it very comprehensive to cover as much of the activities of your department as possible, so that you don't have more than highest. You should not have more. You should not have more than we are done the discretionary. Let's say 7, 8 KROAs. Then each KROAs, you can even have one objective attached to it, or maximum of 2 objectives. So be very comprehensive, just the way you did summary in school, to make sure that you focus on the key area. That's why they call it key results areas. I hope this video will be very helpful. It is a little long, but try and watch this video over and over again. And if you have any question that is technical, I'm ready to assist. But if you want that I should be teaching you from beginning to end in spite of this video, I will not do that. Once again, my name is Dr. Lucky O. Iredose. I'm a legal practitioner. I'm a researcher. I'm a statistician. I'm a corporate planner. And of course, I do teach. Thank you very much, and God bless you.